Hello and welcome to this new tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to install Visual Studio 2019 Community Edition. First, let's talk about the Windows 10 system requirements. So, first of all, you need to have a Windows 10 minimum version 17.03. If you want to check the version of your Windows 10 machine, go to the Run Utility, type WinVer to see the version of your Windows machine. As you can see here, my version is 1909, which is higher than 1703. And this means that I can install Visual Studio Community on this machine. You also need at least 2 gigabytes of RAM, but 8 gigabytes is recommended. You need at least 1 gigabyte of space for the basic installation of Visual Studio. It's also recommended that you have your Windows system installed on an SSD drive. So let's get started. Let's download Visual Studio 2019 Community Edition. So if you type in your search engine Visual Studio Community 2019 download, click on the first link and you are going to get to this page. I'm going to get to the English page. So as you can see, we have three editions. We have Community, Professional, and Enterprise. The Community edition you can use for free at any time, but for Professional and Enterprise, you get a free trial of 90 days. So let's just download the Community edition. And as you can see, the installer is getting downloaded. This is a web installer, so it needs the internet to work. Click on the file to open it. Click on yes here to allow the installer to start. I clicked on it twice. If you get the screen, click continue. So on this page, you get to decide which components or features to install. For example, you can install components by workload. For example, Python development, mobile development, desktop development. Game development, data storage and processing, Office SharePoint development, etc. So for me, I'm going just to keep the basic installation. As you can see, it requires 2 gigabytes. If I add more components, it's going to add more space. And when you choose a component or a workload, you have here extra features that you can install. For example, Python 3 64-bit, Python native development tools. As you can see, I have quickly an installation of at least 8.6 gigabytes. But I'm not going to do that for a moment. I'm just going to go with the basic installation. And here you have two options, either install while downloading or download all, then install. On this tab here, you can choose components, individual components that you can install by category as well. On this tab, You get to choose language packs that you want to be installed. And on this tab, you get to choose the location of this installation. I'm not going to change anything. Just click install and then click continue to confirm the installation. And as you can see here, we are installing Visual Studio Community 2022, which is the latest version of Visual Studio at the moment of this recording. As you can see now, the installer has downloaded and installed the core components. If you are installing Visual Studio for the first time, you will be asked to sign in by clicking here, this sign in button. Please bear in mind that Community Edition will expire after 30 days if you do not register your copy. I'm going to close this, then close this and close this. And reopen Visual Studio again. And as you can see, you can clone a repository from GitHub or Azure DevOps. You can open a local project or a local folder or create new project. So if we do create a new project, you get to select the language, the platform, and the project type. For example, the language can be Python, platform can be Windows, and project type can be desktop, for example. But I'm not going to create projects for the moment. I just want to show you how you can add components to this Visual Studio installation. So if you go to the Start menu and scroll down, you will see this Visual Studio installer. If you click on it, you will get this window. So here you see what is installed on your machine, but if you go to this Available tab, you will see what other editions you can install on your machine. If I click here on the Installed tab, if I click on Modify, I can add other workloads or individual components to my installation. For example, if I want to install or add the Python development component, I can just check it and click Modify. So this is how you can add components or workloads to your Visual Studio community installation. In this tutorial, we have learned how to download and install Visual Studio 2022 Community Edition. We learned what are the system requirements and the prerequisites required to install this application. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and thank you for watching.